The Clark County Sheriff's deputies who shot and killed a man in a bank parking lot last fall will not be charged. And that was the decision handed down today from the Pierce County prosecutor who was looking into the case. Tonight, Dan Haggerty has a closer look at those findings.
Shots fired, shots fired.
Kevin Peterson Jr. was shot and killed October 29th in the parking lot of a U.S. bank in Hazel Dell. Before that, investigators say he was at a nearby hotel to sell Xanax. The buyer had tipped off police. One of the key points of the prosecutor's investigation was a text message Peterson had sent to the would-be buyer. He said if caught, he'd, quote, feed the law, and included emojis of a gun pointed at a cop. Deputies making the bust were aware of that text, and the prosecuting attorney said they considered it proof Peterson was willing to shoot them. The report from the prosecuting attorney released on Monday also found that Peterson had several chances to unarm himself and follow orders. He first took his gun with him when he ran from his car at the hotel.
He's running.
Surveillance video shows him running. At some point, officers say he dropped the gun and picked it back up. When he got to the U.S. Bank parking lot, he was confronted by two officers with their guns drawn. That's when one officer says Peterson brought the gun out again and started running in the opposite direction. A statement from Peterson's family Monday hones in on the fact that he was running away from those officers. It reads, "We are shocked an officer gets to shoot Kevin in the back because he was tired of chasing him. And now the two officers who shot at Kevin while he was running are both back at work. This is unfair and unsafe for everyone in the community." But the first officer to fire his gun said Peterson was running back in the direction of the other officers who were following him from the hotel. He said he felt Peterson was a threat to him and the other officers, saying in his statement, "I kinda just drew the line in the sand and said, I've given the suspect enough commands. If he takes another step, I'm going to shoot him." And that's what happened. Shortly after the officer started shooting, a second deputy started firing, and Peterson is seen on surveillance dropping to the ground. Once on the ground, surveillance video shows Peterson sitting up and raising what appears to be a gun. That's when deputies shot him again. The investigation found that Peterson likely never fired his weapon. But in a statement, the prosecuting attorney said there was no legal requirement for the officers to allow Mr. Peterson to fire first before defending themselves. She said their use of deadly force was allowed under the law and was justified.
The Peterson family has said they intend to file a civil lawsuit against the Clark County Sheriff's Office.